involves a symbiotic relationship between the artist, who creates the artistic elements and generative script, and the buyer, who makes stylistic selections on the platform, which then uses an algorithm to randomly generate a unique artwork NFT. 6 of the 10 best-selling NFT artists of all time sell their artworks on art blocks, including Tyler Hobbs, a former computer programmer and the creator of Fidenza NFTs. The Fidenza artwork resembles the Mondrian style, but with swirling patterns of colored squares against an off-white background. By April 2022, Hobbs's NFTs had amassed nearly $117 million in sales volume, including for secondary sales. In less than 2 years, sales of NFTs for generative art on art blocks totaled nearly $1.3 billion, placing it in the top 5 in all-time NFT sales. Of course, comparing the works of Picasso to computer-generated or generative art may sound insulting, especially when some of the most popular NFTs involve cartoon characters. Picasso is considered one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. He was a true visionary who helped to invent a whole style of art, Cubism, which revolutionized modern art by deconstructing subjects into fragmented depictions, offering, simultaneously, multiple perspectives in one artwork. Picasso helped to create a whole new way of viewing art and reality that triggered the movement to modern art and that influenced other fields including architecture, design, film, and literature. His paintings now typically sell for more than $100 million. Can the same be said for digital artists or the computer programs they rely on? Not yet, but just wait. We've seen a glimpse of what the future holds. It's mind-blowing. Consider Matt Hall and John Watkinson, the self-described creative technologists behind Larva Labs, a startup based in New York. Hall is a computer engineer who majored in computer science and math at the University of Toronto. Watkinson is an artist, computer scientist, and software developer with a PhD in electrical engineering from Columbia. In the past, a STEM background wouldn't be associated with an artist, but today it is. Familiarity with coding comes in handy with generative art and in producing a collection of NFTs. The duo, originally from Canada, met while students at the University of Toronto and then, after graduating, started to develop apps for Android and the iPhone. But in 2017, they turned to blockchain and developed CryptoPunks, with the key insight that a unique token can be created on blockchain to enable virtual ownership. In fewer than 5 years, CryptoPunks have become legendary, the gold standard of NFTs. As with any transformative technology, there's always a risk of giving too much credit to one person as being the first. Thomas Edison is often credited as inventing the light bulb, but in fact, several inventors, including Edison, were responsible for its invention. Recognizing that other NFTs came before CryptoPunks, this book begins with CryptoPunks due to their significance as one of the most successful NFT collections, which helped to spawn the explosion in NFTs. Larva Labs didn't invent the concept of NFTs, but took the technology to a level of public recognition that no prior NFT had attained. As Wired put it, CryptoPunks launched an NFT revolution. Even today, probably no other collection carries as much prestige within the NFT community as CryptoPunks. Owners of CryptoPunks include Jay-Z, Serena Williams, Odell Beckham Jr., Snoop Dogg, Steve Aoki, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Logan Paul. And many others who were unknown before they became owners of CryptoPunks have become famous and influential within the NFT community. Not to mention they've acquired generational wealth simply by owning CryptoPunks. On June 9, 2017, Hall and Watkinson launched CryptoPunks, pixelated portraits of 10,000 unique heads, which are tantalizingly retro. The style is more reminiscent of the graphics of an old Atari game than the high-resolution images pervasive today. Hall and Watkinson, who were inspired by the 1970s UK punk movement, characterized